You're looking live at Grider Stadium, Jerry Mathis Field in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Light Tube Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast of Tullahoma High School baseball. The District 8 AAA opener for the Wildcats as they host rival Franklin County here to open district play. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. First, for the visiting Franklin County Rebels, leading off the pitcher, number 2, Sam Vincent. At first base, number 10, Kason Gillum. The catcher, number 20, Gus Gardner. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Grayson McNeese. At third base, number 22, Braden Henley. The left fielder, number 3, Gavin McBee. At center field, number 12, Jacob Hardison. Second baseman is Taylor Austin. The right fielder is Talon Abraham. Just go with whatever you want. The shortstop, Josiah Cullins. Again on the mound for the Rebels, Sam Vincent, and he is their best arm. For the Wildcats, leading off, the shortstop, Andrew Fulmer. Batting second, the catcher, Jaron Morris. The pitcher, batting third, number 18, Evan Tomlin. Cleanup hitter is number 3, Colton Emery at first base. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 19, Balin Tootin. At third, number 10, Mason Bratcher. Right fielder, number 21, Hunter Hogan. In left field is number 9, Derek Nolasco. And at second base, number 4, Trevor Cole. So Tomlin getting the start tonight. The reigning District 8 AAA Most Valuable Player. Along with Chris Barstad and Ken Keller, I'm Scott Shastine. We are underway here at Grider Stadium with Sam Vincent leading off. Ken, your favorite Tullahoma rivalry right here.
Oh, it is. The Franklin County Rebels, Wildcats. It's time to get it on. Gusty winds blowing straight out to center field will make things interesting tonight on both sides.
Tomlin's first pitch is fouled out of play by Vincent.
You know, E.T. wanted to tell him was top 2 pitchers, got a really good fastball, but can he command his off-speed pitches tonight? That will be a key.
Well, the wind's going to affect everything.
Sure is.
A little late is Vincent getting around, so he's fouled off a couple. And Evans ahead 0-2 on the leadoff batter for Franklin County.
Yeah, that's what you want. Get way ahead there. Now you can throw him your pitch.
March 25th, the beginning of district play. Tomlin bounces one up there, 1-2. Trying to get him to fish a little. Vincent ain't fishing.
Well, speaking of fish, we got a couple new nicknames down at the concession stand pregame, didn't we, Scott?
We did pick up a couple.
Fish Fulmer and Game Day Morris behind home plate.
1-2 pitch. Barely missed Vincent. Went to the backstop, 2-2. So our first time to see Evan pitch this year. My first time anyway.
And we were here last Tuesday night to keep our win streak alive with our broadcasting the team the last 2 years, unbeaten. Tullahoma beat Shelbyville 5-4.
And Vincent again late on Tomlin's delivery.
Third foul off.
Wildcats coming off a tough loss to Cookeville on Saturday. Trying to regroup and win another district title.
Franklin County comes in with a 2-6 record on the season.
Ooh, high and tight.
Yeah, it was.
On Sam Vincent. Give Vincent credit. He's worked the count full. Now we'll get the payoff pitch on the leadoff batter.
He's fouled off 3 pitches.
Little inside, but he got that call. Called strike 3 for Evan Tomlin. So we'll take that all day.
Yeah, heater on the inside corner froze him up, and that's a backwards K.
He went at that chin on the previous pitch, and
Yeah.
he came back inside.
Yeah,
Got the call.
makes that pitch look even better. I'll say we had a left-handed batter up Gillum here.
So Casson Gillum steps in. First baseman. Left-handed batter.
We saw Tootin strike out at 12 last week as the Wildcat starter on the mound.
Outside corner. Tomlin gets the call. 0-2 the count on Gillum.
Yeah, umpire Mike Snead giving the corners early, which he should. They were both strikes. Same spot. Wow.
He did get that call.
Sure did.
2 consecutive called third strikes for Evan Tomlin, and I would say he's opened the game pretty sharp.
Yeah, definitely painting the corners, and that's what you want to do as a pitcher is work the edges, not give them something down the middle of the plate, and too delicious there, but working the corners, inside and out.
Tomlin delivers. First pitch. Strike. Maybe Mike Snead is not a big fan of 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts and just soon get this thing over with, boys. Hit the ball. Too far outside for Tomlin that time. 1-1. That's what I'd be if I was umpire, Ken. I'll just tell you, I would have a big old plate. Boys, you better hit the ball.
A pitcher's ump.
Nobody walking tonight. Tomlin's 1-1. Grounder to short. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first in time. Nice play by Fulmer. 1-2-3 for the Rebels in the top of the first. Tullahoma coming to bat on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar energy production and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515 today.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority LightTube Fiber Internet offers true gigabit service to our customers. We pride ourselves on speed, but the backbone of
Tullahoma now bats here in the bottom of the first inning against Franklin County's Sam Vincent, leading off Andrew Fulmer, the shortstop. Last time we were here, he led off the game with a triple to the wall.
He sure did.
And that wall is reachable tonight. The wind, like Ken said, blowing straight out to center field and blowing hard. You get it up in the air, it's carrying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vincent, a good fastball. Saw him in warm-up throwing a nice sweeping curveball as well. So Franklin County pinning their hopes tonight on their number 1 starter.
There's a strike in there, 1-1. Fish Fulmer.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, Fish Fulmer. And you mentioned that triple to start off the game. Tullahoma had 6 hits in that 5-4 win over Shelbyville last Tuesday night. They had a 4-zip lead, and the game carried to extra innings. Tullahoma walks off with a winning hit in the bottom of the 8th. But Fulmer had 3 of the 6 Tullahoma hits. He also had a single and a double.
Here's a bouncer to second. Tough play.
Yep.
First baseman's out of position, and Andrew Fulmer is on with an infield single to open this one up. Fulmer with his speed, first baseman just kind of froze, and they didn't have a play. Ken.
Yeah, it looked like first baseman got into no man's land. He kind of broke on the ball and found himself away from the bag. But like you said, with Fulmer's speed, being the leadoff hitter and the slow roller to second, I believe he was going to beat it out anyway. So definitely an infield single.
Jaron Morris steps in, the catcher, batting second tonight. Just out of play. Fielded cleanly by Morris.
Well, we've seen, this second game we've seen the Wildcats this year on our Light 2 broadcast, and they're very aggressive, first pitch hitters. They swing at a lot of first pitches, as Morris did there, especially this guy. Game day, as they've designated his nickname. He shows up on game day, and he plays well.
Outside, 1-1 the count on Morris. With nobody out, and Fulmer at first. On deck is Tomlin. In the hole, Colton Emery.
Nice lead by Fulmer on first. He's definitely a steal threat.
Pitch is a little low, 2-1 the count.
I hate that I can't judge the height up here. That looks so good.
And parking lot was full an hour before the game. Again, as Scott said, always a big rivalry. Lots of fans in attendance, whether this game's in Winchester or Tullahoma, but it doesn't look like the last two pitches.
The plate is wide, buddy.
He called that one a strike.
Absolutely.
Oh,
he
mercy.
did. 2-2
that was
the
definitely
count.
way off the plate. Yeah. The pitch before that looked pretty good. That one out.
Oh.
Makeup call, maybe.
2-2 count on Morris. Didn't get the call that time, did not Vincent, so count goes full on Jaron. I'm going to need these windows lower just a little bit, Ken. I can't see from back here.
Yeah, middle infield playing double play depth. They're looking to attempt to roll two, but Morris has good speed. Morris looking to hit a gap, big gap in right center.
Wind howling here at Grider. Pitch called strike three, and that's the same call that he gave Shelbyville, so it's even.
Well, Morris took a long look at the umpire after that strike three call.
Well, we've already seen that pitch being called a strike 10 times in this game.
I think Coach Morris's message to his hitters is, hey, you got two strikes, swing at anything close.
Especially if it's,
Indeed.
Yeah. So, Evan Tomlin steps in, 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the first. Tomlin pitching tonight. There goes
Great
Fulmer.
jump.
Grounder to third. Gets past the third baseman. Fulmer will stop at second. Tomlin will be at first. That was a mighty hard hit ball, Ken. What do you think?
Fulmer limping. I'm going to count that as a hit. It was in the hole. Difficult play for the shortstop, and really it was a hit and run. The runner really had the base stolen, and then looks like he tripped over the bag at second, unable to get to third. Ran into the second baseman, so no interference call.
Yeah, Fulmer came around the bag pretty strong, pretty wide. Ran into the second baseman there. I think he's all right.
He got a great jump on the pitch, too.
Tullahoma with 2 on now for Colton Emery. 1 out.
Coco beware.
Curveball. Gets away from the catcher. There goes Fulmer. Throw down to third, not in time. Gets away from the third baseman. Happens half the time.
Yeah.
Fulmer's going to score, and Evan Tomlin's going to slide safely into third base.
Well, let's sort all that out. So that's going to be a stolen base for Fulmer. E on the catcher, so on the thrown error down to third. Plates 1 run, and then the runner advanced 2 bases. So that's big error there. Costly.
I thought the throw from the catcher was pretty good myself.
It bounced. It handcuffed the third baseman. But, yeah, he should have slid and tried to block the ball with his body, and he tried to backhand it, and it ate him up. So
Tullahoma leads 1-0. Colton Emery at the plate. 1-1 count. And Evan Tomlin at third. So, again, Fulmer stealing third gets the bad throw and comes home. Tomlin goes from first to third. Good speed on the base pass. That must have been a little high, 2-1.
And just like last week, Tullahoma Fulmer scores a run, gets on base and scores a run to lead the game off in the bottom of the first.
Well, that's how you design
That's
the top
it.
of your order. The
Yeah.
ball gets past the catcher, and that's going to score Tomlin standing up because, as you know, it's a long way from the backstop to home plate here at Grider Stadium. You get a pass ball, man on third, you got to run. Tullahoma leads 2-0.
Well, you're right. No man's land back there. You're not. The catcher's not. I don't know if I've ever seen a catcher throw a runner from third.
Right, that's what I'm
here
saying.
Ever. In a lot of years.
And that may have been a wild pitch.
Yeah, I'm going to score that a wild pitch, but the catcher did not. It didn't look like he, had a max effort on blocking the ball, but it was outside and in the dirt. So I'm going to count that as a wild pitch.
Colton Emery with a full count now. 1 out, nobody on.
Plate. You know Snead's going to call it outside. You can get up on the line.
Vincent delivers, grounder to second. Hit sharply. Play at first, 2 down. So Emery grounds to second. 4-3. Tullahoma with a bat boy tonight. And Balin Tootin,
Now batting number 19.
center fielder, steps in.
The bat boy crew, 00 there. We don't have a name, but we got a number. Doing a fine job.
Paying $50 to be bat boy. No less.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
hey, yeah.
You need to like being bat boy.
That's right.
Tootin, the left-hander, against Vincent. First pitch, low. 1-0.
He doesn't like anything.
So Tullahoma gets on the board early, Ken. You always like that. Get a quick
Yes.
lead in a game. Play from ahead. Swung on and missed by Tootin. 1-1.
Yeah, it's definitely the way you design it. You stake your
I thought that was a hit.
ET to 2-zip lead.
We got to watch our scoreboard operator. He almost twisted himself through the bottom of the press box right then. Tootin, line drive to center field. That's what we were looking for. The previous pitch gets past the center fielder.
That's trouble.
Tootin's going to take 2. May go for 3, and he is. They're not going to be able to get him in time. Balin Tootin at third base.
He's in there.
With, I don't know, a single in a 2-base era maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Single 2-base error.
We'll take that. Balin Tootin at third with 2 outs.
Now batting number 10.
And Mason Bratcher stepping to the plate.
Bratcher.
So Bratcher with a chance to drive in a run. Tullahoma taking advantage of poor
Yes.
Franklin County defense here in the first inning.
Yeah, defense definitely costing them. Tullahoma does have 3 hits. That was the most solid.
You
of the
think
3.
because the wind's blowing so much that ball just got past the center fielder before he knew what happened? It's blowing right in his face.
Yeah.
And it hit the ground and shot right past him. So Vincent has not pitched bad. He's just been a victim of poor defense. Strike on Bratcher, 1-1.
Yeah, Wildcats looking for more. Bratcher with the RBI, 2-out RBI opportunity here for Tullahoma.
Outside, ball 2. But that was a solid shot by
Sure
Tootin.
was.
There was nothing cheap about it.
Mm-mm.
Cats trying to get this third run home here in the first inning.
Who? Two? Yeah. Mason didn't hit anything hard Saturday. He's due.
Low.
Catcher.
3-1 to count.
Well, the catcher is getting a workout for Franklin County tonight.
Same spot.
That's Gus Gardner back there.
The same spot on the ground.
Well, only Vincent and Tomlin know what it's like to throw into this wind.
Mm-hmm.
Called strike on the outside corner. Count is full on Mason Bratcher with Tootin at third.
Hunter Hogan, the would-be Wildcat, on deck.
2 outs. Vincent delivers. Way outside, ball 4, and Mason Bratcher is at first. Now runners on the corners with 2 down, and Hogan stepping in. Hogan, the number 7 hitter.
Now batting number 21.
Tullahoma, as you said, now sending their 7th batter to the plate. So a good offensive inning for the Wildcats, and most importantly, they're pushing that pitch count up on Sam Vincent. He's thrown lots of pitches here in the first.
Yeah, he has.
And you're right. His defense has been very shaky behind him.
Play is at first or second for the Rebels.
Bratcher,
2
good
down.
lead.
Strike one.
Maybe the best pitch you see, Hunt.
Yeah, if I'm Bratcher, I'm going to make this catcher throw me out. I don't think he can do it.
Good pitch. That one, curveball there, or slider. It had some break.
Vincent gets ahead of Hogan 0-2. Runners at the corners.
Anything close, Hunter. Guard that outside corner.
There it is. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and Tullahoma's finished in the first. But the Wildcats tack on 2 runs and lead the Rebels 2-0 here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Speed is local tech support, unmatched customer service, and professional service technicians. To sign up, call 455-4515 to gain the reassurance of Light Tube reliability.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA Lighttube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA Lighttube customer service at 455-4515.
Well, Lighttube specifically played into our mission when we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program. We had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Lighttube. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Lighttube as far as internet connectivity.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage.
Cleanup hitter leading off, Grayson McNeese, the designated hitter, as Evan Tomlin, working his second inning, had a pair of strikeouts and a real quick first. There's a line shot to left center field. It's going to go to the wall. It's going to be at least 2 for McNeese. And it is a stand-up double for McNeese.
Well, McNeese did what a DH does, swing the bat. He gapped that one to left center, that wind blowing out, short hopped the fence. Didn't get it up in the air enough, or possibly it could have went out. He hit the ball hard.
Third baseman Braden Henley now batting for the Rebels with a runner at second, nobody out.
Well, very important for Franklin County now to try to cut this lead in half, at least. Oh.
Hit by batsman. Tomlin fields it.
Wow.
And so it hit the bat, not the batter.
Yeah.
My bad. So it hits the bat and dribbles out in front of Tomlin. Tomlin tags the runner out.
Wow.
And the runner at second goes to third. So 1 out man at third. I thought it hit the batting helmet, but it hit the bat.
Yeah, so that's going to go 1 unassisted. You won't see a stranger play. The ball was behind his head. It was thrown out at his head. He ducks. His bat sticking vertically up in the air. The ball hits the bat into fair play. Runner advances from second to third. So we're not going to give him a sacrifice on that because he didn't mean to do it. But
Gavin McBee steps in for the Rebels. Left fielder, left-handed batter.
Strange
runner
play.
At third, 1 out. Was a strange one. Lined out of play. Into Rock Creek.
The second left-handed batter in this that we've seen tonight in this Rebel lineup. You know, if he can just pull the ball to the right side on the ground, he can get a runner in. The first baseman, Emery's deep behind the bag. He's not coming home. He's not in on the grass. So any ground ball, I think past the pitcher, they'll probably send the runner from third home. That looked good.
1 and 2 the count.
Too close to take with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Franklin County's Gavin McBee.
Yeah, conversely, if you're a Wildcat, you want Tomlin to get the strikeout here.
Ball gets away from Morris. Runner stays at third, which was a mistake.
Yeah, Morris is just so quick back there. I mean, he got a large part of the ball just trickled away about 10 feet outside the catching circle there, the home plate box. And he got on it really quick. Crossland held the runner up. Said, nope, don't chance it.
Man, got to be hungry, make his wife climb up in here tonight. You know what I'm telling you? Man got to be hungry.
Dr. Nick snickering after that one.
3-2 the count on McBee with Hardison on deck. Man at third. Rebels trying to get back in this, trailing 2-0. Tomlin with a full count. Little high. Ball 4. And McBee walks. Jacob Hardison steps in. Hardison, the center fielder. Now runners on the corners and 1 out. Tullahoma will be in double play depth.
And McGee did a good job of checking his swing. That high fastball was enticing, but he did check his swing in time and draw the base on ball. So Franklin County looking to capitalize on this leadoff double by McNeese. He's at third base now, so runners on the corners, 1 out. Tullahoma looking for a double play here to get out of the inning.
First pitch, a little bit outside. Ball 1.
Rebel dugout on this third base side making some noise. Sounded much like Grand Canyon did last night against Alabama in that NCAA game, man. I think they brought their whole campus.
Ball hits Hardison, and the bases are full now here in the top of the second with 1 out.
Batting number 8, Taylor Austin.
Taylor Austin steps in. Austin, the second baseman for the Rebels. Number 8.
Tomlin had been flirting with the hit by pitch on a couple batters. You know, really the one that ducked his head down this inning, and then he almost hit somebody in the first in the helmet. So trouble for the Wildcats here. Bases juiced, 1 out.
Strike 1. Tomlin ahead in the count early. Tomlin piling up his pitches here in the second inning.
Indeed.
Grounder back to Evan. Throws to home for 1. On to first. In time for the double play. So
Beautiful.
Tomlin induces a little grounder back to himself. Tullahoma's defense is clean and pure, and the Wildcats still lead. We move to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Tullahoma on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority now has a branch at 501 West Lincoln Street. The drive-through only branch located in the old Citizens Tri-County Bank will be open on utility and light tube bill due dates and the day before and after a TUA observed holiday. Check a complete list of dates at tullahomautilities.com.
Tullahoma leads Franklin County 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Wildcats, the left fielder, number 9, Derek Nolasco.
Well, that could be a big turning point in the game. The way the inning ended offensively for the Rebels, they had a shot to tie it up with a leadoff double. They loaded the bases with 1 out and hit into a 1-2-3 pitcher to catcher to first inning-ending double play to keep the 0 on the board for the Rebels. 2-zip Cats lead.
And, you know, that's just a little demoralizing, isn't it?
It is,
when you have
yeah.
the bases full and 1 out and you don't
man.
score.
Well, and you know, and that's the one place you don't want to hit the ball with the bases loaded.
Right.
You know, is a comeback or right back to the pitcher. Really an easy double play for Tullahoma to turn, and
Wow.
you know, Tomlin to Morris to
That ball was way outside.
Emery.
0-2 the count on the last go. Vincent tries to hit that same spot. Evidently did not. 1-2 the count now on Derek.
So Nolasco gets a start in left field tonight. We saw Cade Fanning last week against Chevrolet, so they're platooning out there in left field.
And I believe Fanning drove in the winning run, didn't he? Bottom of the
I
eighth.
believe he did.
Yeah. With a bases loaded single with
Yes,
1 out.
indeed.
Or 2 outs.
You nailed it.
2-2 the count on the last go. There's a drive to right field, bending out of play.
Single to right field. Won it for Tullahoma.
And you know, I failed to say wrap this one in Cardinal.
Go ahead. You can say
I got in the
anytime.
car and thought that.
Yeah.
Outside, full count now.
Well, that's
on
what
the last go.
that's what a Hall of Fame announcer does. They critique their and evaluate their performances.
That's right. When they get in the car.
Sometimes, yeah, it's like, hey, what happened? Oh, pal.
Called strike 3 on the last go there. Both teams are just going to have to recognize this outside corner is open and scoot up toward that plate a little
It's
bit.
free game. Yeah, cheat towards it. You know, if you lean in, just adjust yourself a little closer to the plate. Especially the right-handed batters on that outside corner,
Right.
man. That's not so sure the lefties is working on the outside this way, but it sure is on the righties.
That one misses too far. Trevor Cole at bat for the Cats. Second baseman. First time up tonight.
T-Rev, as they call him. T-Rev. Trying to rev a one-out rally here for the Wildcats.
Cole fouls it back this way. Count is even at 1.
I would make him hit the outside corner if I were Tullahoma.
You know, you look at the storied history of the Wildcat program and many rivalries the Wildcats have in baseball.
Off-speed breaking ball. Called strike 2.
Columbia was always a really good one, as well as Coffee County, Franklin County. Those my 3 favorites.
1-2 pitch from Sam Vincent. There's another on that outside corner, called strike 3. Trevor Cole sits down with the strikeout. We go back to the top of the order now. Andrew Fulmer steps in. Fulmer led off the game.
Andrew.
Well, that's 4 strikeouts
single.
of Wildcats tonight by pitcher Sam Vincent of the Rebels. 3 of those were called third strikes. Coach Morris is not going to like that. And, you know, as a head coach, you know, you want your guy swinging the bat with 2 strikes on anything close, certainly, but you don't want to take the dreaded call third. Wildcats need to make some adjustments, get a little bit more aggressive with their 2-strike hitting. Certainly.
Fulmer out in front, 2-0 here with 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the second, Cats up 2-0. Fulmer out of play.
Well, Fish has been hot. He had 3 hits last week. He only missed the cycle with a home run. He had a single, double, and a triple.
Led off the game with a single and scored Tullahoma's first run. Stole second base. Grounder back through the middle. It's a base hit.
Stays hot.
So Fulmer with a 2-out single gives Jaron Morris an opportunity to keep this rally alive.
Now batting number 27.
He's 5 out of his last 6 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Fulmer is?
Yes. 3 for 4 the Chevrolet game, and now 2 for 2 tonight.
The Fish feels comfortable
Yeah, the Fish is swimming
when he's
on
on
the base paths.
the Light Tube Sports Network.
Sure is. Well, he's a unique talent. I mean, just a junior, good arm, excellent defensive glove, lots of range, can charge a ball, makes the difficult plays look effortless defensively. And man, he's every time we look up, I mean, he's a prototypical leadoff man. He's on base. He can hit gaps. He can get extra base hits, and he's got good speed. Everything you want for a leadoff hitter.
Off-speed pitch. Jay run out in front of it. That wind helped with that and really slowed that ball down. I mean, folks, I don't know if you can see the center field flag, but it is gusty. It's got to be tough to hit up there and judge that ball.
I think you compared it earlier in pregame to Candlestick Park in San Francisco.
0-1, gets away from the catcher. Fulmer's at second. So I think that's a pass ball.
Yes.
And Andrew Fulmer now in scoring position with 2 outs for Jaron Morris.
It's just a little mistakes like that cost you ball games. Just getting up the extra base and putting the runner scoring a single scores him now.
See if Morris can make them pay. A lot of room in right field.
See if he can deliver in the clutch here. A 2-out hit to score his teammate.
There's a pop
trouble.
Foul ball.
Yep.
It hit the chalk and then went foul.
Right there. Let that roll.
Well, pick your poison. It's either Candlestick Park or the windy Wrigley Field in Chicago, right? With
Pretty
a wind
much.
like this is what you see at both of those ballparks typically in the majors. We get a dose of it here at Mathis Field Grider Stadium tonight.
And you really don't see that much here. That kind of just straight out.
Not like this.
There's a high pop off the bat of Morris. Wind's going to be trouble. Center fielder camps under it, makes the catch. And Franklin County ends Tullahoma's threat. We've played 2. Cats are up by 2 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar energy production and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515 today.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority Light Tube Fiber Internet offers true gigabit service to our customers. We pride ourselves on speed, but the backbone of that speed is local tech support, unmatched customer service, and professional service technicians. To sign up, call 455-4515 to gain the reassurance of Light Tube reliability.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA LightTube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA LightTube customer service at 455-4515.
Well, LightTube specifically played into our mission.
Welcome back to Grider Stadium, where the Tullahoma Wildcats lead the Franklin County Rebels 2-0 in the top of the third, due up 9-1-2 for the Rebels. Talon Abraham, the right fielder, leading off. Abraham, Vincent, and Gilliam due up for the Rebels, who trailed, and they squandered a wonderful scoring opportunity in the top of the second, just last inning. They had the bases juiced with one out and hit into a 1-2-3 double play to end the inning. Comebacker to Tomlin made a nice throw to Morris, who fired it to Emery to get the Wildcats out of the inning unscathed. Counts 2-0. Rebels making some noise in the dugout, or 3-0 count. So Tomlin had some command issues last inning. He did walk a batter after that leadoff double to Grayson McNeese, and then he hit a batter. It's a 4-pitch base on ball, so a good start, inauspicious start for Tomlin. E.T. walks the number 9 hitter on 4 pitches, and that is taboo. You do not want to do that, not the number 9 hitter. So now the leadoff hitter's up, the dangerous Sam Vincent. First time up, he struck out looking, as did Gilliam, so Tomlin did punch out the first 2 Franklin County hitters on call 3 strikes. Effectively working the outside corner in that first inning. I think he needs to go back to that, but boy, look at Vincent. He is right on top of the plate. He is right on top of the plate. I believe Tomlin got him the first time up on an inside fastball. Most of the fastballs have been outside that have been strikes or strikeouts. But if you look at the back foot of Vincent, he is right on top of plate. Actually, his knee is right over the inside corner, his back knee. 0-1 to count. Franklin County with a runner on first, leadoff walk. Pitch is called a strike, strike 2, so 0-2. After 4 straight balls, he throws 2 strikes. Vincent down 0-2. The Rebel leadoff hitter trying to spark a rally and help his own cause as he's pitching tonight. That ball's fouled out of play. Still 0-2. Windy night, as we said. We saw Lucas Reed for Tullahoma in the JV game hit one off the top of the fence out in left center. So the ball is carrying tonight with an 8 of about a 25 mile per hour plus wind blowing straight out. The 0-2 pitch way outside. The athletic Jaron Morris with the stop, and he's such a weapon back there defensively for Tullahoma. An excellent defensive catcher. Saves lots of wild pitches with his athleticism back there. The 1-2 pitch. Vincent waits. Strike 3 called. That's 2 straight called thirds on the leadoff man. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner, and it was a strike. You'd have thought Vincent would have learned his lesson the first time up to be swinging on anything close. He's dejected as he goes back to the Rebel dugout. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. The lefty, Cason Gilliam, the first baseman, number 10, is now up. He took a called third his first time. Very modest lead on first base by Abraham, who walked to lead off the inning. Franklin County's had their leadoff runners on the past 2 innings. Unable to score any runs. The chopper down the first base line. Foul. 0-1. Wildcat defense not too deep in the outfield to the number 2 hitter, Gilliam. Especially in center field, tooting with good speed, saying, hit the ball to me. With the wind carrying out, I'll run it down. And it's a ball down the third base line. Looks like it's going to be, oh, great play by the third baseman. Did he catch it? Nolasco, did he catch it? Yes, he did. What a beautiful play. I thought that ball was for sure going to hit on the out of play foul. Nolasco makes the defensive play out in left field in foul territory. He dives for it, stabs it for the first out. Big play for the second out of the inning. Tremendous play. That's going to go fly out 7. 2 outs. Strike one fastball there to Gus Gardner. Gardner ground out to the shortstop, Fish Fulmer, his first time up. 2 outs now in the inning. Gardner, the number 3 hitter.
Even at the knees, he won't give you a strike. It's got to be mid-thigh.
Well, there's this big catch out there by
Mid-thigh to mid-chin.
Derek Nolasco in left field for Tullahoma. That ball's hit to the second baseman. That's going to be a 4-6 force out right there at second base. That's going to end the inning. So after the leadoff walk, the next 3 Rebels go in order. As we go to the bottom of the third, Tullahoma leads it 2-0. We'll be back after this short break.
When we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program, we had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Light 2. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Light 2 as far as internet connectivity.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority now has a branch at 501 West Lincoln Street. The drive-through only branch located in the old Citizens Tri-County Bank will be open on utility and Light 2 bill due dates and the day before and after a TUA observed holiday. Check a complete list of dates at tullahomautilities.com.
Evan Tomlin leads off the bottom of the third for the Wildcats. First pitch fouled away. Tullahoma leading 2-0 here at a darkening Grider Stadium. This is the tough twilight pop fly time. Vincent's pitch low. 1-1 to count.
ET infield singled his last time up, or his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. We've out hit him 4-1.
I believe he scored the second run.
Yes, indeed.
Off-speed pitch fooled Evan. 1-2 the count. It was a nice pitch from Vincent.
I'll be shocked if he doesn't throw that same pitch here up 1-2 in the count.
There's a high pop foul out of play. Evan hit it a long way.
Well, Nolasco with a superb defensive play in foul territory for the Wildcats in the top half of this inning. After that leadoff walk, that was a big out. Shutout still intact for Tomlin.
1-2 pitch. Down low. 2-2 the count.
E.T. looking to help his cause. It's time for him to phone home. Get a hit. Another hit.
Gentlemen, I've been putting some engineering and physics to thought with this breeze. Pitch is outside, count is full.
And what is your assessment?
We're going forward. So we're going face first, home plate.
Okay. Head first slide, right?
Because it is strong.
Pete Rose
3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Once again, the high outside corner gets the Wildcats.
Oh, you're going to get pumped. If that pitch is on the outside corner with 2, Sneady's going to pump you up.
One out. Colton Emery steps in.
Come on, Coco, barrel something.
Emery reached on an error. Is that right?
Coco had a 4-3 ground out.
Okay.
Second to first. You're right. It's getting dark quick out here.
Overcast, windy. Ooh. Oh, we all felt that one up here. As Colton Emery is hit by Sam Vincent. Tullahoma has a runner at first with one out. That's got a sting.
Yes.
Caught him on his elbow guard.
Good thing they wear those pads now.
Yeah, both pitchers have hit batters now. One apiece.
Where were all these pads when I was a kid? We didn't have any pads.
No.
When we got hit, it was just skin.
Yes.
It hurt. That's right. Remember when I was in Little League, I was a little 9-year-old, and Charlie Pless was a big 12-year-old.
Oh, boy.
He hit me, scared me to death.
Still hurts.
I couldn't step into a ball
Still
the rest
hurts.
of my career.
Yeah.
So the conversation is over between the Rebels. And Tullahoma has Balin Tootin at the plate with Colton Emery at first and one out. See if Tootin can get into one. Outside pitch, 1-0 the count.
He had a solid single line shot to center field his first time up. Tootin 1 for 1.
He's been hitting the ball hard, hit it hard Saturday. Not a lot of luck. Grounder to third, could be two. No, going to first. 2 outs. So a runner at second remains. That's Emery. And Mason Bratcher will have an opportunity to knock him in.
Bratcher walked his first time up.
Mason Bratcher. Watch how far
RBI opportunity here with 2 outs.
lines up as the umpire. That's the issue.
He barely bends.
He can't tell what's outside.
He's lined up on the right-hand batter box.
And third baseman taking the sure out on that play. His momentum kind of leading him towards first. And
Yeah. Swing and a miss by Bratcher. He wasn't going to let that one be a called strike. That was another one of those high
He was
outside.
sitting on that one, wasn't he?
Got to be. That's what we've
yeah.
been saying.
Yeah.
Vincent's pitch too high this time. 1-1 to count. 2 down, Emery at second.
Do we have a pinch runner or is that Emery?
That's Emery.
Okay. Second baseman deep.
Wouldn't you want him coming around third headed to the plate?
I think so.
Colton's pretty thick. There's a grounder to third. Could be trouble. No, fielded cleanly. Throw to first. And Tullahoma's done in the bottom of the third. Got a man on, but stranded him. We move to the fourth. 2-0 Cats on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar.
He's the one that hit the shot to left.
So we move to the fourth inning, and Franklin County will lead off with Grayson McNeese, cleanup hitter, designated hitter. He had a strong fly ball to the wall in the what, Ken? Second? First?
Second inning, a double to the gap in left center.
Hardest hit ball so far tonight. And he takes it right in the back from Evan Tomlin. So second hit batter, for Evan.
So Tomlin has 2 base on balls and 2 hit batsmen. He's only allowed the 1 hit. You said, the double there by McNeese in the second. So having some trouble really with control tonight a little bit.
And you would expect that. I would.
Yeah, it's early. Hey,
Evan's
go to the magic formula, the outside corner. Quit pitching me, man. The outside's wide open, man. You got a big area out there that liberal strike zone on that outside corner.
Man on first, nobody out. High pop to right field, could be trouble. Now second base Cole gets called off.
Okay.
Nice catch in right field by Hunter Hogan, and 1 down here in the top of the fourth. Hogan had to sprint full speed. That wind playing tricks with it, but Hunter hung with it.
All right, excellent job. He used 2 hands on it with this wind. You got to look it all the way into your glove because this wind's playing tricks. But that would have been a difficult play without any wind. So that was impressive, and that's what you want. Your second baseman, drifting back, your right fielder coming in with momentum. It's an easier catch for that right fielder there than the second baseman. So well done, Wildcat defense.
Gavin McBee steps in for the Rebels. First pitch, strike 1. Man on first, 1 out. Franklin County, 1 hit on the night. Couple of errors that cost the Rebels in the first inning.
Sure did. Gavin walked his first time up. Late on that fastball. He swung on that one, was in the mitt. Way late on that one. I think I'd go there again, just throwing some heat on the outside corner. I don't think he can catch up with it.
0-2 count. Tomlin does just that, but a little high maybe. 1 and 2.
Good pitch. Beautiful. Got the batter thinking out there, still way ahead 1-2, and this batter's crowding the plate.
And Tomlin, inside corner of the plate, called strike 3.
Beautiful.
Evan just snuck it.
I think that was his best pitch sequence of the game right there. He got ahead, had an outside fastball called strike, outside a little bit farther out, called a ball, and then comes back in the inside and freezes him up for the called third. I love it. That was beautiful. Textbook pitching right there.
Tomlin settling in on that fastball. 0-1 to count. Man on first, 2 down now.
Young pitchers, that's how you work both sides of the plate right there. That last batter, that's a...
Again, right down Peachtree. 0-2 the count.
Boy, this is 3 straight innings that Franklin County has had the leadoff batter on, and they're just unable to capitalize. Not much team speed, no stolen bases, not even any steal attempts.
Off-speed pitch called strike 3 for Tomlin. So Franklin County strands a runner. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Tullahoma up 2-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Energy production, and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515 today.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority Light Tube Fiber Internet offers true gigabit service to our customers. We pride ourselves on speed, but the backbone of that speed is local tech support, unmatched customer service, and professional service technicians. To sign up, call 455-4515 to gain the reassurance of Light Tube reliability.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA Lighttube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA Lighttube customer service at 455-4515.
Well, Lighttube specific.
Hunter Hogan will lead off for the Wildcats in the bottom of the fourth inning. Tullahoma leading 2-0 here on the Lighttube Sports Network, along with Ken Keller and Chris Barstad. I'm Scott Shasteen. Thrilled to be up in the Ben's Jordan press box on this windy Monday night.
Albeit we're shifting up here and having a good time laughing about it as the wind cranks up a few more miles per hour.
You know, you might as well laugh because it don't matter. It's beyond your control, and nobody likes a crybaby on the air.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I kind of remember the old show back in the 60s, early 70s. I used to watch Lost in Space. I feel like I'm on the Juniper One, man. Just
Warning.
Yes.
Warning, Will Robinson.
Yes.
Grounder to short. Slow roller. Throw to first just in time to beat Hogan for out number one.
It's going to bring Nolasco up. He struck out looking his first time up in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1.
Now batting number 9.
Derek playing left field tonight.
Nolasco.
Hitting 8th in the lineup. Tullahoma with only 4 hits, but 2 runs off those 4 hits. Again, the beneficiaries of a couple of errors.
Yeah, there was an outfield ball in center field on a single that turned into 3 bases. I believe they went, should have been held to single, and it got by, and the two got all the way to third, and then the catcher threw the ball away on a steal attempt and let a run score. So the victim of some bad defense. Pitcher's thrown pretty good for has Sam Vincent for Franklin County.
Absolutely owns the outside corner of the plate. 1-1 to count on Cole. I said Cole, it's Nolasco. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Vincent, slow ball outside corner of the plate called strike 3. We've seen it over and over. 2 outs now, nobody on for the Wildcats, and Trevor Cole steps in, second baseman.
Number 4, Trevor.
5 called third strikes out of the 6 strikeouts tonight, and I will promise you that Coach Brian Morris will address that with his Wildcats after the game. Too many called third strikes.
Vincent sneaks in a fastball, a little low evidently. 1-0 the count. First pitch over the plate tonight for Sam Vincent, didn't get the call. Comes back with another fastball and gets the call that time. A little bit higher, I guess. 1-1 the count. Off speed, didn't get the call. 2-1 the count.
Six strikeouts on the night here in the bottom of the fourth thus far for Sam Vincent, the Rebel hurler.
Cole fouls it back. Count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. This is as tough a baseball weather as you'll find. It could be a lot colder, but this wind, a pop fly right now is going to be trouble for anybody, anywhere. But we haven't seen many. Pitch misses outside, full count now to Trevor Cole. Andrew Fulmer waits on deck. Fulmer 2 for 2 tonight. Hottest hitter in the lineup.
You know, he had half of Tullahoma's hits last Tuesday in our broadcast in the win over Chevrolet. Half of the Wildcat hits again tonight.
There's a high pop. Let's see how much trouble that is. Right field, second base. Right fielder stays with it, makes the catch. We move to the 5th. Tullahoma leading Franklin County 2-0 on the Lighttube Sports Network.
typically played into our mission when we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program. We had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Light 2. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Light 2 as far as internet connectivity.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority now has a branch at 501 West Lincoln Street. The drive-through only branch located in the old Citizens Tri-County Bank will be open on utility and Light 2 bill due dates and the day before and after a TUA observed holiday. Check a complete list of dates at tullahomautilities.com.
Top of the fifth inning here at Grider Stadium. The continuous entertainment in the Ben's Jordan press box is impressive between innings. Tomlin still on the hill for the Wildcats. Leading off for the Rebels, number 8, that is Taylor Austin, second baseman, 8th hitter in the lineup.
The biggest play of the game, really, so far was Austin's first at bat in the second inning. The Rebels had the bases loaded, 1 out, and he hit into a double play to end the threat for the Rebels, and that's really been the tale of this ball game, really.
The perfect, smooth, beautiful double play.
Yeah.
Where was that pitch?
A unique one, you know, a ground ball back to pitcher, catcher first. Just the way you dial it up. You don't see that play very often in baseball.
1-2 the count. Off speed, called strike 3. There's that outside corner working for Evan Tomlin. 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Well, we see those called thirds works both ways. In the past 2 innings, that's the third called third strike that Tomlin has been a benefactor of.
Tylen Abraham steps in, right fielder, number 9 hitter. Tomlin going more and more to the fastball now.
Yeah.
0-1 the count. Getting loose.
He's definitely more comfortable with the fastball. You know, we said coming into the game, how can he command his off-speed pitches? And, you know, against the really, really good teams, that's what's going to – his future success is going to really depend on against, you know, the teams that are sitting on fastball. Can you get the off-speed pitch in the strike zone and develop a second, third pitch that you're going to really have beside the fastball?
0-2 pitch down low, 1-2. Nobody on, 2 outs, 1 out. Top of the 5th. There's a line shot to center. Ball's carrying, but not enough. Base hit, Franklin County. That's Abraham, the number 9 hitter. So man on first, 1 out. The Rebels go back to the top of their order with pitcher Sam Vincent, their best hitter.
Well, Franklin County's second hit of the contest.
I don't know if he's their best hitter. McNeese looks like a pretty good hitter. But either way, Vincent, good athlete, pitcher, chance to help himself here with 1 out. Tomlin will work from the stretch.
He's K'd twice looking.
Off speed, curveball, outside corner, strike 1.
Well, he's worked him on that, Vincent. Has Tomlin on that outside corner all night long.
Tomlin's throw to first, not in time.
Not a whole lot of overall team speed by this Rebel offense outside Vincent, but he's not been on either time tonight.
Vincent fouls it away. Now he's behind 0-2.
Sure is. He's trying to avoid the hat trick. He already has 2 strikeouts tonight. Let's see if Tomlin can punch him out again.
Best ever.
Wildcats flawless defensively. No errors tonight. Franklin County with 2. A good time for a double play.
High and outside. Somebody needs to fund a trip to Philadelphia for our PA announcer. 1-2 the count. Tomlin, a little low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 count, 1 out. Runner at first.
Short lead by Abraham over there on first. He's going nowhere.
I mean, there has been no let up on this win for an hour and 15 minutes. Just no let up. I think it's getting stronger. Actually feeling movement under my feet. There's foul out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Vincent, 2 strikes swinging.
You know, I don't know if any of our viewers have ever been in the Ben's Jordan press box or not, but maybe you've been here and seen it. Maybe you've driven by and seen it. Called strike 3 as the batter ducks as if the ball were going to hit him in the head.
I don't know if that was the wind or if that was a curveball, but it certainly tricked Vincent. That's his 3rd strikeout looking tonight, so that's the 2nd out.
He got
and
your
that was a
hat
big
trick.
one. Yes, indeed.
Gillum steps in, the first baseman, left-handed batter.
He's 0 for 2, strikeout looking in the 2nd, or actually in the 1st, and then last inning a fly out
Grounder
to
to
left.
second. Cole, easy play to Colton Emery, and the Rebels are down in the top of the 5th. Tullahoma coming to bat, leading 2-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Number 11, Andrew Fulmer.
Tullahoma with a leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fulmer, Morris, and Tomlin for the Wildcats. Need a little more insurance. 2-0 over the Rebels. Just doesn't feel like quite enough. Could be. Tomlin's pitching excellent.
He certainly settled down, throwing more fastballs.
Nobody warming up in either bullpen, which is not surprising. 2-0 game. You're in district play now. They mean more.
Both pitchers with lots of strikeouts tonight.
Tomlin, Vincent gets the call. And Fulmer behind 0-2. Andrew 2 for 2. Scored a run in the 1st.
Catcher setting up outside.
And there's a grounder to first. Good play by the first baseman. 1 down. That's a hot ball to handle. He got a good bounce. that good Grider Stadium turf right there, that Mathis Field dirt.
Morris is due.
I wonder if Mathis actually comes out and, does maintenance on his field. I mean, he's got his name, his name's on the field.
Sure
so
he is.
Surely he'd come out and at least walk around or something. Curveball outside. 1-0 the count to Jaron Morris.
Morris is. I'm fixing to call a shot. He's fixing to burn this right fielder. I know the ball's blown out to straight center, but he can go that way. He's been pulling the ball more this year, though. Have you noticed that?
Foul tip that time. 1-1. Yeah, he was a reliable opposite field hitter.
Yeah.
Last year, hadn't seen that, but we've only seen a game or two.
Yeah, it's early.
Pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tullahoma just needs a base runner here.
Boy, the right fielder
He just keeps
out there.
cheating, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Towards
Abraham, Talon Abraham playing Little League depth in right field.
center. Is that 4 inches outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Unless what you got, choke and poke, guard that outside corner here.
Pitch must just look irresistible. Fastball fouled back by Morris.
He set up down the middle on him on the 2-2
He'd love
count,
to see
didn't he?
another one of those.
Yeah.
That's Jaron's forte.
Yeah, he had a pitch to hit right there. He'd
2
like to have
balls
that
and
one
2
back.
strikes.
I don't think he'll see that much of the plate on this one. And catcher's not moving.
Vincent has one to play with. Sets up inside. A little bit low. Full count now on Jaron Morris. 1 down. Nobody on.
Even at the knees, he doesn't call strikes usually.
The right fielder playing maybe 150. Maybe. See if Morris can make him pay.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's got some good pop in that bat.
Sam Vincent with the pitch. Swung on and
Late.
missed. He struck him out.
Yeah, blew it by him. He was late on that outside pitch.
So 2 down now. Evan Tomlin marches to the plate for the Wildcats. Tomlin pitching a fantastic game. Tonight he is 1 for 2. Singled in the first and scored. Struck out in the third. I mean, the wind is starting to blow the dirt off the pitcher's mound. There's a grounder to short.
Yes.
Bobbled. Throw to first. Not in time and wide. Tomlin's going to end up on second base. Throwing error. I don't know. I think he beat it.
I'm going to give him 2 errors on that one. He booted the ball. If he comes up with it clean,
Yeah.
he throws him out, and then he threw it away. So
Yeah.
that's responsible for 2 base. So that's 2 errors on the shortstop, a fielding error and a throwing error.
I'll go along with that.
Now batting number 3.
Yep, he did.
So I've
beat
got him
that
with
thing.
4 E's,
Emery.
2 on that one play.
Go get us 3.
So Colton Emery steps in. 2 down. Tomlin at second. What you want to do is just get Evan running full speed around third and headed for home. I like his odds.
Yeah, he scored. He scored in the first. So Fulmer and Tomlin scored the 2 runs.
Well, I've
Tell
seen
him
him-
looking for some insurance.
I've seen him play linebacker, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
like the
yeah.
odds of him against
Yeah,
the catcher,
yeah.
right? Grounder to third and out of play. Fielded cleanly by Morris.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Kind of like a Pete Rose, Ray Fosse type collision. Was it old All-Star game way back?
John Kruk.
John Kruk.
John Kruk was a first baseman for the Padres. Yeah.
A real off-speed pitch, and Emery's behind 0-2.
Yeah, Emery grounded out to second and was hit by pitch.
I mean, that was like the Ufus ball right there.
Yeah. 0-2, way ahead, 2 outs.
See what Vincent comes back with. I'm guessing outside.
Catcher's moving that way. He shifted.
There it is. A little bit low. Runner goes. Throw down, not in time. Evan Tomlin steals third, and we'll have a chance to score now on a pass ball or wild pitch or
Yeah.
number of things. 2 down, though, 1-2 the count to Emory.
It'd be a big insurance run. This late in the game, going to the top of the 6th with a shutout, 3-0 is a lot better than 2-0. So on the scoreboard, so you really want this insurance run here.
Now let's break that down. You're saying that 3-0 is better than 2-0?
Oh no! Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's.
You're saying the more runs you get, the better off you are.
Yeah, this late in the game. Well, I'm saying.
Oh, it gets away from the catcher.
Yeah.
And Tomlin has to scamper back.
Yeah, when you get this
far.
late in the game, because if you get one runner on, the tying run comes to plate. So it's and then if you got the 3-0 lead, it's just a whole different dynamic.
You ever heard REO Speedwagon's riding the storm out? This is it, and it's not even a storm.
Yeah.
Or Lenny Kravitz's Fly.
Yeah, fly away.
Well, Franklin County definitely needs to keep this third run off the board. Tullahoma looking for insurance. Let's see what happens here. 2-2, 2 outs. Deuces are wild here. Bottom of the 5th.
Pitch is low and outside. Full count. 2 down. Runner at third. Emory at the plate. Slim lead for the Cats. Emory's deliberate, very patient, doesn't ever seem to get in a hurry, get rushed. There's outside pitch, and Emory just does what he can to stay alive, fouls it off.
Yeah.
He had to reach because he knew that was going to get called a strike.
Yeah, it looked like he rolled over on it. That he still pulled the outside pitch there.
Yeah, if you see a rectangle box floating over the mall, you'll know it's us.
Yeah, send out an SOS, right?
3-2 pitch.
Oh my
Called
goodness.
strike 3. Emory can't believe it. Frankly, we can't either. Tullahoma's done in the bottom of the 5th. The Wildcats lead 2-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar energy production and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515 today.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority Light Tube Fiber Internet offers true gigabit service to our customers. We pride ourselves on speed, but the backbone of that speed is local tech support, unmatched customer service, and professional service technicians. To sign up, call 455-4515 to gain the reassurance of Light Tube reliability.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA Lighttube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA Lighttube customer.
The heart of the order up for the Franklin County Rebels, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Gus Gardner leads off here. The catcher, what's Gus giving tonight?
Gus has put the ball in play twice. 6-3 ground out to short, and then a 4-6-4 is grounded out second to short. 0 for 2. One of the few batters tonight on the entire field that's not struck out.
Almost hit him, but didn't. 2-0 the count. Tomlin working his 6th inning here.
Shutout intact. He's put the leadoff batter on several innings. Hit 2 batters, walked 2, lots of strikeouts.
Pitch is a little outside. How many pitches, Doc? 69 pitches for Evans, so he's still in good shape. Fastball, miss low. Leadoff walk for the Rebels, and that brings up the cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, Grayson McNeese. McNeese hit by a pitch tonight and a towering double.
Andrew Fulmer, is he 2 for 3 there?
Well, E.T. has pitched out of trouble tonight. As I mentioned earlier, several innings have had leadoff runners on for the Rebels, but no runs.
Caden Brown.
He does have 6 strikeouts.
The pinch runner for Franklin County, Caden Brown at first base, number 4. So Brown at first, McNeese at the plate.
McNeese has doubled and been hit by a pitch, so he hit probably the most well-hit ball tonight for either team, the one that he short-hopped the fence and left center on back in the second inning.
Yeah. Curveball, 0-2 the count on McNeese. Tomlin, another curveball, just missed.
Yeah, you don't want to give this guy a fastball. The wind blowing out, he could tie it up with one swing.
Runner leads off first. Tomlin outside.
This guy's got some pop in his bat, demonstrated by that long double to the fence earlier.
2-2 now on McNeese.
No base stealing threat for the Rebels.
There's a check swing ground ball scooped up by Tomlin to Emery. Get the force out at first. One down, runner at second. And the biggest thing really is that McNeese is set down.
Yes, indeed.
With no harm done. Braden Henley steps in for the Rebels.
No, just a check swing. You know, McNeese didn't want to commit to it and then rolls down. Just a nice athletic play there by Tomlin. He gets off the mound quickly. And you see his infield skills. Played second base quite a bit and short last year, but fields that play flawlessly. Makes the good flip to Tomlin or Emery on first. Let's see. Henley has grounded out. The pitcher tagged him out in the fly out to right field, so he's 0 for 2.
Strike called on Henley. Tomlin quickly ahead, 0-2.
And this game getting late. 1 out in the 6th. 0 activity in either bullpen. As expected in a 2-0 game. Pitch count's not too really high on either.
Grounder to third. Bratcher looks to second. Now he's got the runner in a rundown. Tags him out, and he got him.
Wow, heady
Mason
play.
Bratcher gets the lead runner. Just outran him, beat him back to the bag, and tagged him out. Mistake for Franklin County.
Oh,
and now
critical.
2 outs and a runner at first.
Critical mistake. That's an inning-killing play there. Not out of the inning yet, but Gus Gardner with the running error. Nobody on first base. You don't have to go ground ball to third. He's on the edge of the grass. Nowhere to go between him and the base. Poor base running by Gardner. Smart play by Bratcher.
And a tough play by Bratcher. You know, you got to commit to that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's getting back, and they got runners on first and second, 1 out. But Mason committed to it and caught him.
Well, and that's why you look the runner on second back. Sometimes third baseman give a token look. He gave a real hard look. The runner committed because I think he was going to take off the third one. Bratcher threw it and caught him by surprise and got him.
Pitch got away from Evan a little bit, high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Franklin County's been the victim of, some defensive errors and now this base running blunder, and you're just not going to beat a good team like Tullahoma making those kind of mistakes. 4 errors on the board defensively, and now that base running error when base runners are few and precious and you're trying to get back in the game with a scoring threat on second. Just not smart baseball by the Rebels.
It's pretty brutal. You telling it like it is.
Yep.
Tomlin's pitch. High and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Cat still up 2-0. Tullahoma as a club has really not started hitting yet. When they do, it's going to be a beautiful thing to see.
Mm-hmm.
because they have definitely got the pitching.
Yeah, the defense has played well tonight as well, too. You know, the diving
Yes,
catch
very
in
good
left
defense.
field. And,
Such a good defense.
zero
I love
leads.
this infield. I mean, these guys, especially Bratcher,
Goes
former swing and a miss, struck him out. Franklin County is done in the top of the 6th. Tullahoma leads 2-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Our service at 455-4515.
Well, Light Tube specifically played into our mission when we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program. We had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Light Tube. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Light Tube as far as internet connectivity.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority now has a branch at 501 West Lincoln Street. The drive-through only branch located in the old Citizens Tri-County Bank will be open on utility and Light Tube bill due dates and the day before and after a TUA observed holiday. Check a complete list of dates at tullahomautilities.com.
Tullahoma here in the bottom of the 6th, looking for insurance, and Balin Tootin leads it off for the Wildcats. Tootin, left-handed batter, against pitcher Sam Vincent. Vincent and Tomlin, really nice duel here tonight.
Yeah. Tootin 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to third. He's looking at that right fielder out there. He's wanting to set Mr.
Now,
Abraham.
Why would you give a left-hander that much room in the right field?
I'm looking out there and just smiling.
I mean, that is a lot of confidence that Balin cannot pull the ball on
I agree.
Vincent.
I mean, look at the
1 ball, 2 strikes on Balin Tootin. So far, Tullahoma hadn't been able to take advantage of that defensive alignment that Franklin County's in.
get your pitch right here, Balin. 1 and 2, guard the plate, make solid contact. Hit it where it's pitched.
Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only thing making solid contact right now is the wind with this press box.
Yes, my friend.
Vincent's pitch. Boy, it looked good from up here, but we'll take that call. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Makes you a good candidate.
Well, the scouting report pregame was that the umpire doesn't call many low strikes. He certainly gives the corners, but not necessarily the low ones.
That one's high and away, though, and Balin Tootin works a walk. Tullahoma's got the leadoff batter on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mason Bratcher will step in.
Number 10.
Well, that was a really good at bat there by Tootin. He had some coax pitches he let go that were down that he didn't really like, and worked that bunt back.
You bunt here?
Or worked the pitch count back. With Bratcher up, no, I think I hit right here, just based on the bat. I think they're going to hit.
Been kind of a small ball kind of game.
It's possible, but I think he's going to be swinging away. Let's see. Nope, you're right. He's squaring.
Throw to first, not in time.
Yeah, you know, and you get on in the season, you get in these tight games like this, you got to be able to execute the bunt. So part of this is a test to see if Mr. Bratcher can put it down and execute here. You got to be able to execute in these tight games and push across these critical runs.
Bratcher squares. Vincent throws to first.
I believe we've seen Bratcher bunt before. We saw him last year lay down a sacrifice or two, and just has a job to do. So he's kind of like an Allen wrench right here. He has one job to do. I heard that in the NCAA tournament this week. There goes the runner.
High ball gets away from the catcher. Tootin round second.
There he
Tootin's
goes.
going to be at third.
Wow.
Balin Tootin.
Oh, boy.
On a really wild pitch. Advances from first to third. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. And now Bratcher in a totally different situation.
Yes,
the bunt
sir.
sign is off.
Yes, sir.
And he really didn't even have to try, right?
No, yeah, you're right.
That was the only pitch he saw was that high wild pitch.
Yeah, and you saw Balin's a game changer. You saw the ball get by that he hit earlier on the single and gets all the way to third. He gets to third on a wild pitch there.
Franklin County's infield in. Their plays at the plate. Pitch is way outside. Good stop by the catcher.
Sure was. That was his best play of the game.
2-0 the count.
That ball way out. Nice save there by the catcher. Saved a run. Bratcher up 2-0. Going to get a fastball to hit here.
There it is. Grounder over the second baseman's head, and that will score the runner. So Bratcher with an RBI, and Tullahoma's lead is 3-0.
Well, Bratcher now 1 for 2.
Nobody
so,
out.
Gets the ribby. Big run. Big insurance run right there. Tullahoma had been flirting with it. They get it now on the RBI, strength of the RBI single by Bratcher as he plates Tootin. Rootin' Tootin comes across for the third run.
That one's on Vincent with that wild pitch.
Well, to walk the batter to lead the inning off. Yeah, it's squarely on him.
Nobody out here. Runner at first is Bratcher.
Tullahoma
Hogan
looking
steps
good
in.
now here. 3 outs away in a 3-run lead from victory. Hogan 0 for 2, strike out and ground out to short. Now, do you bunt here? It's possible.
Didn't on the first pitch. 0-1 the count. It's no different situation, is it? You just got another run on the board, but it's the same situation. Nobody out. Runner at first.
He got him.
And Vincent picked him off.
Yeah.
Vincent picked Bratcher off. Beautiful move by Sam Vincent.
Sure was.
So now
there'll be no bunts.
Now there'll be no bunts.
No.
1 out. Nobody on. Count. No count on Hogan. Basically a clean slate here with 1 down.
Well, we swapped runners getting thrown out. We got one picked off, and they got one that just made a mental error from second base with nobody on first on a grounder to third, and Bratcher gets him going back to second in the top part of this inning. So
called strike 3, and Hunter Hogan becomes another strikeout victim of Sam Vincent. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Derek Nolasco steps in, the left fielder.
Now batting number 9, Derek.
Nolasco had that sterling catch in left field, really the play of the game defensively for Tullahoma in the 3rd inning. 0 for 2 at the plate, looking for his first hit tonight.
Nobody throwing, so Tomlin's going to get a chance to finish this one.
That looks like Cade, right? In the batter's box. In the warm-up.
Umpire Mike Sneed still pumping strikes.
That's Trevor. Looks like Cade.
0-1 the count on Nolasco. Off-speed curveball. A little bit low. There's a fastball that's called strike. Nolasco sits at 1-2. We'll be back next week, next Tuesday night, April 2nd, I believe. Tullahoma hosts Giles County. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the Wildcats are done here in the 6th. So, all you got to do is hold them Cats. 3 outs away from a win. Tullahoma leads 3-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, Light2 Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add Light2 Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Franklin County, bottom of the order here in the top of the 7th. Jacob Hardison leading off, center fielder, against Evan Tomlin.
Hardison 0 for 1 with a strikeout, has been hit by pitch. Looked like he squared on that one.
He did square, called strike. Tullahoma has not committed an error tonight. Franklin County has 4. Tullahoma has 5 hits. Franklin County has 2. Swung on and missed, strike 2. And really, that's the difference in this game, is errors. I know a wild pitch doesn't count as an error, but it really is. Swung on and missed, and Tomlin sets him down. Hardison goes back to the dugout.
Yeah, Rebels down to 2 outs now.
Begins to gather his snack for the bus as Taylor Austin steps in. Second baseman for the Rebels. Austin, the number 8 hitter.
8 strikeouts on the night for Tomlin.
There's a pitch that's actually too high to be called a strike. Hadn't seen many of those tonight. Swung on and missed. Austin,
You know,
1-1.
What you want to do here is bury the Rebels at the bottom of their order. Do not let the top of the order get back up. You've been effective against the entire lineup, but you just want to get 3 up, 3 down here with 7, 8, 9.
2 balls and 1 strike on Austin.
We're just ready for liftoff up here in the.
I expect
we're ready for liftoff up here.
Somebody in each of our lives over the next day or two to say something about the wind in the press box. We'll know how many people are watching if anybody says anything. Doc, you'll have a patient that'll say, I'm glad you made it.
Yes.
3-2 pitch.
I remember the great wind of 20.
Oh, that looked good. But that is ball 4. And so a 1-out walk for Austin. And now Abraham will bat.
Abraham's been the most effective batter tonight in that number 9 slot. Talon Abraham, the right fielder, has walked and singled.
Pinch runner for Franklin County. It's number 5, Braden Jackson. Jackson at first, and Abraham in the box. 1 out. Tullahoma leads 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Of course, we don't want to talk about what happened in the bottom of the 7th inning last time we were here.
No.
I don't know what the delay is here. Something about the home plate umpire. I guess he's adjusting his multiple sets of Warburg Parker.
It won't help.
He's adjusting the strike zone. I like that. And that pitch is right in his strike zone, strike 1.
Well, Scott, your Tennessee Vols 2-0, advanced to the Sweet 16 under Rick Barnes for the 2nd consecutive year.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide 2-0 and advancing to the Sweet 16 for the 2nd consecutive year.
Well, Tennessee.
We're basketball schools, you know.
Tennessee's got the Creighton Blue Jays, and Bama's got the Tar Heels.
Neither of which.
Only 2 SEC teams left out of 8.
Yeah. Most of them went down really quick.
Well, them Kentucky Wildcats sure did, didn't they? And the Florida Gators.
1-1 the count, 1 out. Pitch is high, 2-1. Is Cal through at Kentucky? Whew. I mean, talk about underachieving.
Yeah.
Man.
And there goes the scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
The wind blew it out
back.
temporarily. 2-2.
It has done that one time, both times we were here, just for a second.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if we can get Abraham to hit into a double play here.
Pitch. Just a bit inside. Full count here. on Tylen
Fellas,
Abraham.
has the strike zone tightened up here in the bottom of the top of the sixth?
No, that was over the
Seventh?
plate. You can't. Those aren't strikes. Inside,
Man.
called strike 3. So who knows,
Right
right?
on cue, right?
I mean, this guy's something else, I got to say. I don't usually comment on umpires, but that's something else right there. 2 outs. Tullahoma 1 out away from a win. Leading Franklin County 3-0, and the pitcher, Vincent, the last hope for the Rebels. If I was Vincent, I'd just have to joke up there. It's my last time to bat. I don't have to pitch anymore. I'd say, dude, you're something else.
Well, you know, Vincent has he has pulled the hat trick. 3 at-bats, 3 called strikeouts.
And there's strike 1. So Tomlin trying to close the door here with a runner at first, 2 down. Cats on top. Time to
Rebels down
open
to their
district
last
play.
gasp.
There's a high pop. Right fielder sprints in and makes the catch. And that's Hogan with a final out. And you can wrap this one in Cardinal and Black. The Tullahoma Wildcats open District 8 AAA play with a 3-0 win over the Franklin County Rebels. Ken, just proof there's a lot of different ways to win a baseball game. Tullahoma, not a lot of hitting tonight, but didn't need a lot of hitting. What they got was great pitching and great defense.
Yeah, great pitching, lots of strikeouts by Tomlin. Wasn't certainly his best game pitching, but it was good enough. Franklin County just overmatched with his fastball. Tomlin was effective with that. He just got to get his off-speed pitches going. That's going to come in time. Tullahoma gets a shutout win, 3-0, and now 2-0 on the season on our Light Tube baseball broadcast.
Cats are 7-3 overall. And open district play with a win. Again, your final, Tullahoma 3, Franklin County 0. For Chris Barstad and Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chasteen. Be good to each other.